Thank you for joining my workshop. As I told you, I prepared with 3 pieces. In the first part, I planned to talk about my experiences in the last 7 years. In the second part, I brought some short robotics programming ideas. And in the third part, I will open up for discussions, simply discussions. I was thinking about how many of you played with Lego in your childhood. Just raise your hands. Because I didn't. I didn't play Lego. I remember that in kindergarten, yes, we had some metallic components which we could assemble together with screws, and they had wheels, and okay, we could build some moving mechanisms. It was quite interesting at that time, but I didn't see Lego. I don't remember. And probably that's why I like now so much, and I have a lot of nice toys which belong to me, and I wanted to show you. There is a catapult. You see, a little catapult. I love it. It fits in my palm, and I can simply play it. You see, I just push this lever, and it immediately jumps up. I love this game. I have something else as well. I don't know where, what is this?
It's a Fibonacci, yes.
Exactly. And if you just assemble these 2 models, you see, and you add some gears as well, you immediately have a mechanism which is working. It's amazing. It's incredible. You see, I love it. I love it. And later on, when I realized how fantastic is Lego, and I just want to show you how really fantastic it is. There are only 6 pieces of Lego. If you just simply build up a duck, it may look like this, or it may look like this, and it's totally different. And it is made of the same pieces. And that's what's amazing about Lego. So if you use your creativity, you can build whatever you like. And it can mean whatever you think of the meaning should be. And what is it about all these elements? I think the basic of everything is science, technology, it is mathematics. It is the precision of how it is manufactured. And it is the basic of it is in mathematics. And that's why it is very important to teach from the very beginning something using mathematics. And behind all of this robotics programming, it is mathematics. And I remember that when I was a child, I was in elementary school, I really liked math. I was also good in it, and I love my math teacher, and she was my mentor, and she was the one who advised me, Viola, you should go to technological university, you should be an engineer. And yes, I followed her advices, and here I am having behind me an engineering career, and I can say, yes, it is a great career. And yes, it was very, very interesting that I experienced a lot of things. I experienced that algorithmical thinking is useful, and anytime in any kind of job you can reuse the knowledge what you learned in this university, and it is probably for the future it's good to raise little engineers, and that is what moved me in this direction. And to continue, I would like to share with you my presentation because I prepared a presentation. If Titanila will allow me to share my screen, okay. Okay, just a second. Okay, I will start my presentation. Okay, here I am. Is it visible for everybody? Can you see my presentation?
Yes. Sorry, you don't see it.
Okay. So going forward, and when I worked for my last company, which was a sponsor of probably a well-known competition, the first Lego League, probably you already know about it. It was the first moment when I met Lego Mindstorms. It was around 10 years ago. And watching more videos and reading more about US best practices, I had the feeling that I have to do something with Lego robots. I didn't know exactly what, but yes, I did purchase my first NXT. And when I opened up the box, it was like a treasure box. And we start playing with my husband, and we build up a lot of models, and we search a little bit how it can be programmed, and we realize that, my God, it's working. It has so precise sensors and motors, then you can really build great things out of it. So it was the beginning of my discovery period. And when in 2013 the EV3 Mindstorms appeared, it was kind of a love at first sight. Yes, I knew that I will start raising engineers. That's for sure. And later, I started asking myself, how am I going to begin this? How am I going to teach, to educate, to conduct workshops with kids? Because I have never worked with kids before. But I realized, come on, I'm an engineer, and I can do it. I can do it because I love it. First of all, it is very important that I love it. And I realized that engineers, they have a creative mind, because industrial development cannot happen without this engineering capability. So the engineer is not only familiar with the current technologies, but the engineering knowledge can be continuously expanded and renewed. And I think there are very few professions such creative like engineering, because if someone wants to have more than a well-paid job, if someone wants to see the result of its job, if someone wants to create something truly lasting job, I would advise just be an engineer. That was the great discovery when I realized that, yes, science, technology, engineering, and especially mathematics is the basic of being an engineer. And I have to raise engineers. That was that moment when I realized. And because several studies have pointed on the decline of interest of the young people towards sciences. And they were thinking, what would be the roots of this decline? And they realized that the roots are in the methods of teaching science. And in this context, however, science education community, they agreed that research-based, project-based teaching is the most effective method. In the classroom practices, teachers don't use these kind of methods at all in many countries. And the students know very little about the possibilities of various professions related to sciences. And they don't exactly know about the career possibilities. They don't exactly know what an engineer should do from many point of views. And also the media doesn't provide probably the adequate information about it. So I think it is very important to start educate kids in this direction even before the age of 14, even earlier, because you can catch up their attention when they are small. They are still curious, they are still creative, and I think it is much easier to handle them. What children do when they are at early ages? They play and they discover. Hungarian writer Helta Jenő said, "Who is loved by the gods will be left as a child forever, will be a discoverer forever, and will be happy forever, basically." And I think they are natural born scientists, they're explorers, they're engineers, and they, even if they fail, they know that they want to achieve something, and they will do everything to achieve that something. What are the values of playing with Lego at early ages? I think everybody knows it. I think everybody knows that what means playing with Lego. Playing with Lego means that children together build up some model and create something about, they create stories. So it's about teamwork, it's about storytelling, it's about communication, it's about problem solving. Yes, it happens that they build a model and it doesn't fit exactly to their ideas, so they build it again. And what if that model crashes? It's about failures. They failed, but they persevere and they come together and they build it again. And when it is done, and when it is working, when it is moving, you are confident about it. Yes, I could do it. I could do it. I'm good at it. Okay, it is self-confidence. Also, they focus, they concentrate. You know how hard it is to make young kids focus and concentrate. Playing with Lego help them do it. And also in my workshops, what I use, what kind of method I use, I don't teach. It is really open the workshop for kids. It is the 4C theory built up by Lego. They say connect, construct, contemplate, and continue. What means connect? Connect means, okay, let's build something which looks like that's something in the real world. For instance, what is a Segway? A Segway is a device which has two wheels, which is self-balanced and has an electrical power and help people move on. But how does it do? It has a computer inside and it has also sensors which help control the self-balancing. And when I myself realized that you can build up some device which looks like a Segway, for instance, this Gyro Boy, it's a very complex mechanism, of course, and the programming as well is not so easy to do it, but it can be done. And the sensors are so good quality, and the processor is so fast that it can result this self-balancing of this robot. It is amazing. It is incredible. And every hour I bring such a topic when whatever the kid will build, it looks like something in reality. They make the connection. They construct it. By constructing, they immediately realize that how the mechanism should work, how it should fit together in order to really work. And when I talk about contemplating, it means that yes, they think forward a little bit, they contemplate how it would work differently, and they continue the development. And it is about project, research thinking, design thinking, yes? So we make the connection, we construct it, we redesign it, we make a prototype, we try it out, whether it works or not, we test it, and then maybe we continue by replacing something else, and so on and so on. There are a lot of benefits around Lego Robotics. First of all, what I also mentioned, the algorithmical thinking. And to understand the details and see the whole, it is very important to grow from childhood in this way, because when you later when we know that you learn on the go, and the continuous learning is very important nowadays, when we know that young people they change their jobs maybe every second, every third year, and they must have a knowledge which can be continuously renewed. It is very important. Also, the perseverance is very important, and the creativity, of course. There are a lot of other benefits, especially later if kids participate into competitions. Presentation skills, communication skills is very important, but I will talk about it a little bit later. And but what I also mentioned, the meaningful goal, yes. Even in a workplace, if it's important to be a team player, yes, but you are a good team player only if the team has a meaningful goal and your personal goal fits to the team goal. So the goal is very important. And with the Lego Mindstorms, it can be Lego as well. Simply playing with Lego, you have a goal. I want to build it. I want to play in a competition, and I want to be on the third place in that competition. So that is a goal I want to achieve, definitely, and I will work hard for that goal because I have really good team, and I participate in that team. First Lego League and World Robot Olympiad are great competitions which are organized in Hungary as well. You probably heard about it. Yes, these kids who participate in these competitions, I believe they are lucky. They are lucky guys, because it encourages teamwork. Everybody in this team has its own task, what to do. One is doing the building, one is doing the programming, one is doing the management of the team. One is important to be a very good team player and to understand the other's ideas and to implement it. So it gives a lot of skills which are developed throughout the time, and they have this meaningful goal, and they do everything to achieve it. First Lego League, yes, is a competition which basically introduces hands-on robotics and programming to students. But how it is doing, because the beginning with September, it's project-based and it's research-based. And it doesn't take just 1.5 hours, one instance. It takes a little bit more, 4 or 5 months, maybe beginning with September until January, February, March, April. You have the same project you work with on a weekly basis, maybe. And students here, they must plan their strategy. They must build their very professional robot, which will accomplish as many missions as possible and in quite a short period of time, in only 2.5 minutes, which is not much at all. So it must be very perfect. The robot challenge also is provided by a field setup kit that features a mat. On which we have some Lego models, and it must be placed according to some rules. And what is also very interesting that every year they have a research project which is linked to a community problem. For instance, this year the topic is the replay. Replay meaning what kind of sports you can change. How can you make more people move on daily basis? How can you invent something new? And this is about design thinking. This is about empathy. This is about understanding what people need, how they behave in some circumstances. Are they practicing some sport every day, or how many of them are practicing? Or how can I help those one who are not to do it on daily basis? So it was a very good idea that we tried to develop, and I don't talk about implementation right now because it will be only on prototype level. But we were thinking to mount some two-step stairs in the bus stations, and to link to a game which is on the internet, and we connect only by stepping on one staircase. This game will start, and it will be visible on the monitor of the bus station, and many people can join to this game and will collect points. And collecting points and moving back and up and down on this stair, people will move somehow until the bus will come. They will also enjoy playing, and we can also build some internet community, and later they might also meet together. And what's more, we always had to invite professionals which has to do something with the topic of the project. For instance, this year we invited climbers, two ladies who have been in 2019 on the Aconcagua peak, and they were sharing, they shared with us their experiences, their climbing experiences. On the year when the topic of this competition was Space Challenge, we invited Farkas Bertalan, the only astronaut of Hungary. And it was very, very exciting for kids to meet well-known persons, successful persons, scientists. It was really amazing to see that also parents participated into these presentations. And about Lego Mindstorms, if we go a little bit deeper on how to work with Lego Mindstorms, yes, it is a very complex device. Hardware, sensors, motors, you understand by playing, by working with it, you understand the main basic programming rules, of course, mathematics, and you learn also how to assemble it. What was a very interesting experience for me, you know, people in general, I will switch to switch out of my presentation, okay. Okay, and what was very important, very interesting for me, usually people think that, yes, kids can play with Lego, of course. You just take two bricks, put them together, and immediately you have the model, and it's beautiful and nice. It's not like this. It's not like this because when we talk about Lego technique, it's not that easy. I realized that most of their time kids spend in front of their computer, maybe with their phones playing. When the parents buy Lego technique packages for kids, they buy certain models. For example, they buy a motorcycle, or they buy a crane, and they have instructions based on which they can build that model. And the kid takes the instruction step by step, and the model is beautifully built up. But it is not about it. Engineers, they don't build something based on instructions. No, they create something, they test it, they make the prototype, and they test again, and they test again. So this is why it is important to somehow communicate towards parents that it is important buy these models, but then disassemble it and mix them together, and let's see what can the kid build it up from some mixed elements, whether does he have these skills or not, or how can I develop these skills. Let's play together, let's play together. So this is not so easy to build up this kind of models. I recognize that only only few, very few guys of mine can build really professional things. But the ones who do, they are really good. They are really good. And now I would like to invite you to see some creative programming ideas. So I will open up the Lego Mindstorms software and the simulator software as well. Okay, I will not build up. Okay, if you would like to, we can build up a program together, but I have already done it. I will explain step by step how I did it, and I will show you how it works. Okay, I will share again my screen with you. Okay, I will jump to Lego Mindstorms. Here I am in Lego Mindstorms. Sorry, how many of you, however, I will come back to Zoom. How many of you know about Lego Mindstorms programming? 1, 2. Okay, 3. Okay, I don't know about Body Pop. Do you know about Lego Mindstorms?
I'm twice in the Zoom because I use a different camera.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Okay, okay. And for how long are you working, teaching Lego Mindstorms? How many years? Or 10 years?
Oh.
Okay, okay, okay. And Agnes, what is the level you could achieve with kids in Lego Mindstorms programming? I cannot hear you.
I can try, but I'm not sure. I don't go to Blue Dash, so sorry if I appeared from here.
Turn off your video then, just hear your voice.
I don't know that it helps or not, so I try.
Okay. It's okay.
We were on first Lego Leagues in the Hungarian part, first place and second place. So I do this Lego Robotics in an expert level. So, but I'm very curious. What are you doing with this?
Okay, 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 okay. So I brought here three. But also ask if you have some ideas, just comment on it. Okay, I brought 3 creative programs, I think. One is about concentric circles. Yes, let us draw circles which start with from a small radius, and the radius will grow every half second 5 pixels until it will result the maximum radius of 60 pixels, and then the circles will come back and be lower and lower and lower. I will show you what am I talking about, because I have my Lego Mindstorms opened and I have my simulator open, so it is visible what I would like to achieve. So I have, probably you hear the sound as well. The radius of this circle is growing every half second with 5 pixels, and then it goes back again. And again, it's growing and comes back. The iteration is 3 times. Okay, this was one. And again, about the circles, I have another one. This one, where all these circles remain on the screen. They will not be erased. Okay, so the radius will grow as well. Same every 5 pixels. But the previous circles will remain there, and when coming back, only the outer circle will stay there. Okay.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
While doing this radius growing and smaller, I don't know, what is the goal of it? I mean, what we expect from this? Why is this doing this?
This is the algorithmical thinking, Titanila. It is pure mathematics and thinking and logical thinking. It's nothing more. When you do programming, you create something and you think about how to do it. I think programming boosts creativity because you can do it either this way or that way, and the result will be the same. The programmers, how they think. Programmers think, okay, they have the goal. I have to do that job. The result must be this. But why are computers faster and faster? Because they have to run a lot of applications, a lot of programs really fast. And when you write the program, it is very important to the architecture to be built in that way that it should be really fast. So when you build up a program this way or that way, the result is the same, but the quality is not the same. One program runs faster than the other. And this is what I try to communicate to kids. Okay, think yourself. How do you want to build up this program? Because I don't help. Of course, I help at the beginning. I don't teach. I just give them the task, do it. They know some basic knowledge on how to build this program, and they do it on their own. And we'll see the result. And then we analyze. We take one program on the blackboard or whiteboard, and we analyze it. We analyze step by step. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? How did you think about that? And the other says, okay, no, it's kind of an argumental workshop. When we are arguing, why is that? Why is that? We are talking, we are discussing, and we try to understand why we thought about it. So we try to develop algorithmic thinking. Yes. So also this program probably could have been written in a different way. And what is more interesting, that I have my way. I think in one way, but the kids are incredibly creative. They think probably much better than I do, and this is what I like. This is what I like, that we are so different, and the result is incredible when you see the other kid. My God, it's much better than I did. Yes.
Thank you for the answer.
I don't know, Agnes, whether you experience this. Yes, yes. Okay. And what do you think about this kind of the level of this kind of program?
Excuse me. I have one question.
Yes.
How long were you with one model robot and two algorithm with this model? How long work you with one model robots, and then you work with algorithm? How long algorithm is? How much algorithm make you to one model robots?
I have one basic robot built, and I used to work with that robot for a long time, maybe over the year, over the whole year. What is important for me, that the robot should have wheels to be able to go forward, backward, and to have placed on the right place the sensors. I work with a basic Lego robot. I don't change the design of the robot too much, because 1 hour is not enough for the kids to build a totally new robot, because they cannot work with Lego technique. That is what I realized. Yes, I can make workshops where we rebuild something new, but that takes a little bit longer. And what I believe, it is important to have an achievement at the end of every session. It is important that kids leave the classroom happy. It is important that yes, they did it, they succeeded, and they can tell something about it when they go home. It was nice, I could do this, it moved like that, I had a very good idea, I implemented that, and that worked. What I used to give them mostly this kind of creative programming tasks, and there are a lot of them. Did I answer to your question?
No, thanks. It's a good idea. One model, and for 1 year you work with one model. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
It's good idea. You teach learning algorithm thinking. It's good
yes.
idea for me.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
And we have a comment from Agnes is in the chat that so the construction is not the first aim of your lesson.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It would be, because it is important. It is incredibly important, but it is impossible to do it in 1 hour. Yes, but I have the teams with which I go to competitions. There is 50-50 construction and programming, maybe even more, 70-30 construction and programming. Yes, yes, that's different. That's different. We work a lot on construction, on designing. So I have to do this and that. I have teams for competitions, and I have the others which are not the other kids which are not members of these teams. Yes. I will show you another idea of programming.
Excuse me, another question.
Yes.
In COVID world, in COVID time, you work on Teams or the Google class with your students?
I do it online. I do it online. I have this programming platform And I
Okay.
have this one. And I will show you how I work with. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Let's see a program where the robot is moving. Okay, this is one here. What is this program doing? Yes, there are 3 parallel lines. It goes towards the line. It will reset the sensor, which is in the motor. It enters in a loop, and the loop will help recognize the black lines. It will want to recognize, I think, yes, at first sight, it is 1 line because the value of the index counter is 0, the first value. So we add 1 to this value. And at first it will only search for 1 black line. On the second instant, it will search for 2 lines. After it will reach up the 3, because this loop is set up to run 3 times. I will not enter into programming too much. So what I want to make with this program, I want it to recognize the first line, come back to the initial position, and then pass through 2 lines, come back to initial position, and then pass through 3 lines and come back to initial position. So it is kind of a back and forth movement of the robot. Okay, let's have a look on how it works. 1, back, 2 lines and back, 3 lines and back and stop. So the robot comes back to the same position where it started, and it recognizes on first hand the first line, then the first and the second, and goes back, and then all the 3, and then goes back. If you have any questions here. Okay, I will go forward with my third example. Okay, this program is, there are 2 programs in parallel built. The robot will go back and forth on a mate, and it will use its color sensor to recognize the colors. And anytime it is over the black line, it will give a short sound. And it will, when it will be over the white color, it will say hello every 1 minute. And over other colors, they will, he will say the name of the color. Let's see how it is working.
Hello. 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 Hello.
It's just white now.
Hello.
What you see on the screen
Hello.
is
Hello. Hello.
the level
Hello.
of the light
Hello.
the robot
Hello.
senses.
Hello. 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 Bread. 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 Hello. 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 Hello.
I will help a little bit
Hello.
manually, just to send the
Hello.
robot over the other colors.
Hello. Blue, 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 blue. Hello. Hello. Green, 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 green.
And that was another idea of programming. I would open up for questions concerning to programming. If you have any questions, or you would like to know more about it, or what is your experience with robotics programming? What is the level, whether it is a high level or it's normal? Whether what kind of kids are you working with? What is your goal? Where do you want to, what do you want to achieve with those kids? What do you think about that?
I have one question. The user Lego Mindstorms can programming in C language.
Yes.
Did you programming with your student on C+ language?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Agnes.
Just for high school students. So C++ isn't good for the secondary level, just for high school students.
I was thinking
Do you agree, Viola?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I think that kids have to be motivated. And this kind of programming level, icon-based, is kind of colorful, and they do it with pleasure. They see immediately what kind of parameters have to be changed, and it's easy for them to. Okay, so the parameters are there. They only have to change them. And they don't have to have other knowledge about instructions, text-based instructions and syntactics. That's why it's much more easier for this kind, for lower level, for elementary school students. And this is why I didn't turn to C++.
It's a little bit of an off topic, but I really like how in Microbit you can use the visual coding and switch it either to Python or to JavaScript. Yes. And they really like to play it. They don't really understand it, but they can navigate through it. And sometimes they have good questions and good answers. And they really like to trick their parents to switch it to JavaScript, and they call over their parents and, look, mommy, I did this. And then parents write me that, oh my God, how did you do that? I don't understand that. But yes, they are curious about the written languages.
Yes, but you know, the basic of Lego Mindstorms is the LabVIEW. I don't know whether you heard about LabVIEW. Yes, it's developed by National Instruments, and Lego Mindstorms is kind of a lower level of LabVIEW. And my idea, okay, some years ago was, okay, let's start with Lego Mindstorms, and then let's somehow continue with LabVIEW. I stopped at Lego Mindstorms. I'm still there. I'm still here. Because I realized that I don't want to teach programming. I want to do workshops where kids do learn, first of all, team-based skills, where they can develop communication, where they do something which is is useful for them from other perspectives. If they want to programming, they should go to a programming school and learn programming. So I don't teach programming. I simply conduct workshops where kids feel good, where kids will be able to communicate, will be able to argue, will be able to present, and will be able to feel good in this kind of environments where it is about building and programming, and where they can probably later choose whether they want to be or not an engineer. This is what I want. Yes, because I think for engineering, you need to simply like it. You need to simply bring home what you learned and continue on your own. And it's not programming. No, I don't believe that everybody should be a programmer. Those ones who feel like that, they should go to a programming school, yes. Okay, how much time do we have, Titanilla?
We still have 39 minutes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can use it whatever you want, maybe a dilemma, or you can, I don't know, just a suggestion. I'm really curious about this programming thing, and I don't know which level are you guys at now. Right now, with Lego Mindstorms, is that interesting if you do something together? I don't know, with instructions and you show something, Viola, or you have other plans?
I still have something for you.
Ooh.
I have I open up now for a joint workshop. So I would like to share with you a link where you can join, and let's have a conversation on what's happening. What happened to us in COVID? What kind of problems we encountered? How could we solve those problems? And this kind of questions. Okay, is it okay for you? Okay.
Yes, Agnes is again dropped out, but she's always joining, and I'm putting her in,
Okay.
so she's going to be here soon, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to copy this board link and add to the chat. This is the link. If you click on the link, you will join to a platform called My Row. ICTG, Titanilla. Okay. There is another guest writer. Yes, somebody. Titanilla, move your mouse, please.
Okay, I'm here. I'm doing what's new introductions and improved table functionality. Sorry, I'm here.
Yes, I brought everybody to the main boards. Yes.
Ah, okay.
So you can see these boards. Okay, we are 2 and we are waiting for one more person at least. Am I right? Buri, we are waiting for Buri or no? Or we are waiting for Robert?
I'm here.
So
I don't know.
You are in, yes?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't see my cursor.
I know why. I know it is because
okay.
You didn't. Oh my God. You have to
sign up.
Sign up, yes.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
Viola, can I ask you meanwhile to share your screen? I know we are doing ourselves, but it's a recording and it's not for the recording.
Good. Yes, you're right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Here it is. Yes. Okay. It is shared. Is it visible? Can you see it? Okay. And Robert, I would like to ask you whether you could register, you could enter in this platform. No answer. Robert, are you there? Okay. Okay, so it is 3 of us. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's do it. Okay. My first question. Let's go to this first slide. Let's call it slide. What do you think? What was first, man on the moon or wheels on luggages?
I love this question. It's obvious. It's
What's obvious?
Man on the moon. No.
Which one?
Luggage?
I would
Body?
say luggage. I would say luggage because people are more lazy than explorative.
You want to see the answer? I will show you the answer. Huh? Can you see it?
No way.
Was in 1969. The luggage got a strap and 4 wheels and was definitely unstable in 1972. And only in 1991 it got this shape, which we use nowadays. What do you think about it? Interesting. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, let's go forward and learn a little bit how to use Miro. So I would invite you to take one line here under Miro Storm Challenge. Yes, we are at Miro Storm Challenge, and let's take just one line, one white line, right here on your name. Yes, the way I'm doing here. Okay, Viola. Yeah. And let's go through the tasks. On first rectangle, you have to post a sticky note. So we take the sticky note from the left side, this one, and just drag and drop, sticky note. Say hello on the sticky note. Okay, drag and drop. Sticky note on the first rectangle. Good, body. It's okay. Great. Okay, next step. Next step is add a picture of your last holiday destination or insert a picture from the internet. Let's insert from the internet. Also from the left side, we take the 3 dots. And from the 3 dots, we choose Google Image Search. And we say vacation, destination. Search for it. We take a beautiful picture of a seaside. Okay. Select it. And here I am, my beautiful vacation destination. Oh, Bori, great. Tinda-in-law, you are not in?
I need to handle some Zoom issues with the broadcast and the breakout rooms, but Agnes is here already.
Okay, good.
Coming back.
Good. So I'm playing with Bori. Okay, then Bori, going forward, make sure all sticky notes are the same size. It's a totally mess. So you have to take the sticky notes and make them more or less the same measure. So it's not now very important. It's just to know how to handle it. Okay, it's pretty simple. And place them where you think it should be the right place. Okay, good. That's enough, more or less. We know how to handle it. Okay. Oops, sorry. Going forward, there is this circle. Use the icon finder and place 3 sport icons in the circle. On the left side, we have this eye. This is the icon finder. And let's place some icons, whatever icon. Let's say a tree. It's a tree. It's a tree. It's a tree. Okay, let's have this. Okay, good. Or let's say it's spring is coming. Whether does it exist, a spring or something? Yes, yes. Easter is coming. So we did. We succeeded. Insert some icons as well. Let's see what's next. Arrange all sticky notes neatly in a grid and make sure they all have the same color. Okay, I already arranged in this first line my sticky notes. Maybe choose another line if you think. Wow, Boris, sorry, I did it. I did it something wrong. Sorry. Here we are.
I was surprised.
Okay. Okay, so arrange the sticky notes. The guest editor must be Agnes, or who is the guest editor? Who is working on the first line?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Okay, good. Let's go forward. It's time to add shapes. Add an asterisk and a triangle and give each one a unique color. We can take the shapes from this square, simple square, yes? It's not a sticky note, it's a square. Take the square. Okay, you have, if you just go on the square, drag and drop, it will result a square. If you click on the square, you can choose other shapes as well. Okay, and a triangle. And you can fill in these shapes by clicking on the shape and choosing the color. Kind of a menu will open up close to the shape, and you will have the possibility to choose the color you want to fill in with. Oh, good. Okay. Going forward, Bori, I see that you managed. Great, perfect. Good. Let's go forward. I would invite the guest editor as well to come to this red dot and the next square. And let's fulfill this task as well. Somewhere on this board, there is a secret code phrase hidden, my God. Find it and add the text box and write down the sentence on the right. The sentence on the right. Okay, there isn't any secret code. Sorry. Simply write a sentence. Click on the T on the left side, and then click on the board and write something. Write hello. So it is about, you can add text only by adding simply text, the text itself, and only by adding post-its, yes, and we can say hello on the post-it as well. So either one or the other one. We can change the color of the post-it as well. Okay.
It's from the book Iskola a határon.
Interesting.
The title of the parts.
I like it.
One of my favorite books.
Okay. Okay, and in the last box, add whatever you want. Whatever you want. A picture, some thoughts, feelings, comments, whatever you would like to. Good. Now, as we can handle this Miro, we consider ourselves now professionals, so we can jump in. Okay. The first topic is let's meet. Let's know each other a little bit better. Yes. So nice to meet you. Tell me about where are you coming from? Tell me about how you look like. Which is your preferred hat? Put your hat on. Okay. Take a post-it. Write your name there. And write something that you would like to share about you. What is your mission as a mentor? What is it you like most out of it? What is good to know about you? Whether you are whether you are on planning level or beginner, from Lego Mindstorms perspective. If you are planning, choose your sticky note being red. If you are a beginner, choose your sticky notes blue. Red if experience, master if green, whatever. I like the cursors. They are just like little bees without sounds. Bori, we still have time. Not Bori, Titanilla, sorry. Titanilla, do we still have time?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
We have 20 more minutes.
Good. It's enough, okay. Okay, good. Good, thank you. Thank you. Would you like to share something, some thoughts? Buri? Something about yourself. What did you write there?
I always got lost in creative programs. I wrote it in English.
Yes, it's okay.
I choose the icon with the blue hair because I'm always happy when there's an icon with blue hair. I have blue, green, and yellow hair, so it's a rare occasion that I have an icon with my hair color. And I choose the one with the little pirate hat because it's so funny. My goal with teaching coding, and I use a different methods like design thinking and project-based learning. And my goal with all these methods is to try to get the kids interested in the big questions of life, to find their own path, to find their passion, to find what they will love to do. And if they won't turn out to be a coder, that's totally fine, but they will understand how electronics work, how to speak with a software developer, how to work with people, how to develop soft skills, and they will have nice time. They will have advantages in life.
Exactly, exactly. I agree with you totally. Okay, guest editor. Who is the guest editor? Can you help me, Titanilla? Is it Agnes or is it Robert?
Me, yeah.
Our guest editor is Agnes.
Agnes, okay, Agnes.
No, now I have a name. But on your screen not, but I enter, so I have a name. Okay, I'm a guest editor.
Is it Agnes?
Yes.
Okay, so you are the guest editor, am I right?
On your screen, yes.
Okay, good, good. On my screen, yes, yes. What are your thoughts? What would you like to share with us about yourself?
It's a very good tool. So I came for this workshop to learn something new, some new ideas, and these tools you have showed us are very nice, and I learned a lot. So I will try this Miro.com with my children, with my students. At first, I'm teaching in a high school, and I believe in logo and imaging, and at the high school students, the C++, and many of my students are preparing for Olympiad in informatics. So it's not the same level as the robotics. But I teach as well in a secondary school level. My class is sixth class, and these new tools inspire me. So thank you.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure I heard every word, but probably as far as I understand, can I consider that what I shared with you until now was interesting for you?
Yes, of course.
So I could give something new for you, yes?
Yes, this Miro.com is a good tool for me.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, 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 I'm happy. Good. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go forward now. Sorry, Robert, you are on the line. Now I can see you. Robert, would you like to share something with us about yourself?
I understand this software, this tools. Where are we working on the lesson in this tools?
It's a question.
Yes, it's the question for you.
So where we use these tools or
okay.
in robotics.
Okay.
No, I didn't understand. Sorry. Once again, just for me to be much more clear. What I do right now, what we do right now, we try to learn from each other, to know a little bit more about each other. What are we doing? What we like to do? What is interesting about ourselves? Maybe what are our main interests? This is what we would like to do right now in the last part of this workshop.
Okay, thanks.
My question was if you want to share something about you. Okay, I will go forward. Okay, let's see next. What's next? And now let's go to robotics lockdown retrospective. There are some questions I would like to discuss with you. The key questions are right here. I will bring you here, everybody. I will bring. Okay, you see, I brought you here. Questions are: how did lockdown impact your daily activity? This is what you should think about. What was the major change in your life, in your activity? Then there are three groups of questions. Then what did you stop doing? What did you continue doing? And what did you start doing? And the third part, what kind of innovative projects did you introduce? What resources you used to succeed? And give us some examples of best practices, either experienced or heard or read. So I have this bigger board, and we are going to work on this bigger board, Lockdown Robotics Experience Map. And we should consider 5 stages. The first stage was spring 2020. When was the first lockdown? And then summer came and autumn. At summer, it was kind of an opening, at least in Hungary. So people could go out and have fun, enjoy summer. Autumn started the new scholar year, but it was a lockdown again. And in winter, we are still in lockdown. I don't know whether we are in winter or spring. Probably it's already spring trying to come. And here we are still in lockdown. And the question is, or it's not a question, the task is, let's try to build up an emotional curve. So we have these colored dots, which comes from from green to red. And these are those levels, the smiley, the very serious, and the sad emojis. And considering these stages, starting with spring in 2020, what kind of feelings, emotions came across these periods with you? So if you feel like, oh, that was fantastic that we had a lockdown, choose the green on the green level. But probably my feeling is that, oh my God, sorry, I have to lock it. Okay. Take one. Maybe I would put a red dot here because the lockdown was something probably I haven't experienced yet. Maybe not a good feeling that I'm locked down. But maybe it's open up for new challenges. I don't know. So simply take a dot from here and put somewhere on the first stage. It's about lockdown. No, we are on the first stage. Guest editor, we are on the first stage. Yeah, and later, probably at the end of this stage was a little bit better. So we had a feeling that summer is coming. I'm still here. Summer is coming, and I say it's okay. It is this summer. It will be more openings. In summer, we already
sorry,
knew.
just the feedback. Everybody is putting the dots on the upper side of the mirror, but you're doing downwards, right? Is that a problem? Just
no. Yes. We have to go down. Yes,
okay.
a little bit down. Don't put the dots where I made this sketch. Put lines. Go down where you see the emoji heads. Put exactly down on that lines because we want to have a scale at the end. Okay, we like to have a scale to make it visible. Sorry. Yes, it was my mistake. Somebody put a green dot on the lockdown in spring. Is it okay there? Yeah. Somebody was happy that we were locked down in spring. If yellow level is here, I will help you. And this maybe orange, kind of orange. Oops, sorry. Maybe some orange, yes, some greens, more greens in summer, yeah, because we were opened. And then later in autumn, we were happy that the schools can start. It was good news that can meet in person. We can know the kids. But then probably a new lockdown came. But we were probably somehow familiar on how is this lockdown. But this lockdown still exists right now. And what's our feeling right now at the end part? Okay, it's not that good. We are in lockdown. But I see somebody likes the lockdown. It's a green dot, which is good. Okay, so if we just analyze the position of these dots, and we try to connect with lines. Yes, I try to connect these dots with lines. We will see that what will be the result. But maybe it's not necessary to connect with lines because it is anyway visible. Oops. Yeah, so we can continue, make this line, and we can see oops. It's an emotional curve, yeah? So we can see an emotional curve on how this lockdown affected us during this period. Okay, and so on, and so on. Okay, let's go forward. Let's go forward. Now we have to pick a post-it, pick a color. So let's say Titonil choose the orange and only work with orange post-its. I will choose maybe the blue. I will only work with blue post-it. Someone would choose the green and only work with green post-it. And try to answer to these questions. What did lockdown impact? How did lockdown impact you, your daily activity? Think about it a bit. How did it exactly impacted your daily activity?
I think that the Post-its are behind the blue thing, the blue canvas.
No, they are not behind. Choose one. Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, you're right. I have to move them in front, send to front, bring to front. Okay. Then take the Post-it from the left side if it's behind, because right now I cannot change. But if you take another one, then they are moved in front. So they can be moved in front, yes.
Meanwhile, just an information, we have 4 more minutes.
Okay, good. And then, okay, paste wherever you want and try to answer to these questions. What did you stop doing? What did you continue doing? And what kind of innovation project did you introduce? What did you innovate in this COVID period? How did lockdown impact your daily activity? What did you stop, continue, and start doing? And what innovative projects you introduced? And this would be interesting to discuss about it. Probably we won't have time enough, but we are only 3/4, so maybe we can finish. Okay, for discussions. Okay, Bori, tell us something about what was the main impact for you.
For me, the main impact is that I don't have to commute to work, and I have 3 more hours to spend on whatever I want because I live quite far away from my workplace. And I can drink my coffee while it's still hot, and that's really good. And well, it's really funny to manage our home office because me and my boyfriend, we are working in different time zones from the same living room. He works with Americans, and it's really funny because he starts at 2 o'clock and finishes at 9 o'clock in the night. It's quite funny, but we managed to do it. I had to stop doing sports and stop being on concerts, which is a big part of my life, and I really miss it. But maybe I should practice more and be a better bass player. And until the lockdown, I stopped visiting my parents because they are really old. And as long as I work with little children and get all kinds of illness from them, I couldn't risk visiting them.